most of our happiness past. There's no roll of thunder, no flash in the sky, just the weight of the words that we let go to die. The curtains are shivering though the windows are tight, trapping the chill of a long dead delight. I'm standing in the center of a room turned to gray, watching the gold in your eyes drift away. And it's a storm built of size, hurricane of note, ripping up the garden where we used to let things grow. It's the breath that we held when we should have been loud, turning a silver lining into a charcoal cloud. There's no rain on the pavement, just a mist in the mind of the stay with me, darling, that we left far behind. I'm lost in the center where the silence is prized, in the cold, quiet center of a storm built of sighs. Every maybe we whispered is a gust in the hall, shaking the pictures that hang on the wall. I can't find the hearth or the heat of the flame when the wind only whistles the lilt of your name. We built us a fortress of everything's fine, while the salt and the sorrow were crossing the line. Now the roof is a memory, the floor is a prayer, and I'm gasping for hope in this thin empty air. And it's a storm built of size, hurricane of note, ripping up the garden where we used to let things grow. Oh, it's the breath that we held when we should have been loud, turning a silver lining into a charcoal cloud. There's no rain on the pavement, just a mist in the mind of the stay with me, darling, that we left far behind. I'm lost in the center where the silence is prized, in the cold, quiet center of a storm built of sighs. If I shout to the heavens, will the pressure subside, or am I just feeding the ghost of my pride? Because a sigh is a small thing until there's 1,000, and you're trapped in the ruins of a broken down housing. Just a breath, a little death, spinning round without a sound in the sound, in the loss of the storm. I'm clearing out the kitchen drawer of things we used to say, twining rusted skeleton keys to a house we couldn't brave. The grocery list is faded, written in your cursive hand. Milk and honey, bread and wine across a desert land. Found a ticket to a show we never got to see. The date is blurred, the theater's gone, just like the you and me. It's funny how the little things can cut a man so deep, when he's wading through the treasures that he wasn't meant to keep. And they're just leftover promises, cold upon used to be our shade, but the weeds have choked the flowers and the colors started to fade. I remember how you whispered with your head against my chest that we grow together in our little cedar nest. Now the porch ring is a skeleton rattling in the gale, and the map we drew to forever is a tattered broken trail. I'm still holding on to I'll be back and wait for me, my dear, but the echoes are the only things that I can ever hear. And they're just leftover promises, cold upon the plate. The some days and the maybes that showed up a little late. I'm picking up the pieces of a life we never led, trying to find a living word in everything we said. You took the ring, you took the car, you took the morning light, but you left 1,000 ways to haunt me through the night. Oh, I'm starving in the silence beneath the hollow sky, on these leftover promises and a long and slow goodbye. If I sweep them out the doorway, will the hunger finally end? Or will I just be looking for another broken friend? Because a promise is a heavy thing to carry on your own, when the one who made it left you in a house of wood and stone. Just the crumbs until it numbs, put them in a box, turn the heavy locks left over. And over and over. I'm pulling back the velvet where the sunlight used to lean, across the golden carpets and the life that we had seen. But now the air is heavy with a gray and silver haze, the tired drifting remnants of our sweet and sunlit days. I touch the grand piano, but the keys are stiff and cold, like a secret in a bottle that was never meant to be told. Every step I take is muffled by a carpet made of sighs, while the ghost of every always is blurring out my eyes. And it's just the dust of better days falling on the floor, settling on the handle of a locked and bolted door. I'm breathing in the used to be and tasting the no more, walking through the wreckage of a love I still adore. The glitter's turned to powder and the silk has turned to gray as the wind begins to whistle. All our promises away. Oh, I'm choking on the memories in this hollowed out maze, lost inside the shadows and the dust of better days. There's a footprint in the corner by the tall and ticking clock, where you stood and told me, darling, as you turned the heavy lock. I haven't swept the hallway since the morning that you left. I'm a king of empty spaces, of a kingdom so bereft. The pictures in their frames are growing cloudy in the seasons and the lonely years pass, and it's just the dust of better days falling on the floor, sailing on the handle of a locked and bolted door. I'm breathing in the used to be and tasting the no more, walking through the wreckage of a love I still adore. The glitter's turned powder and the silk has turned to grass. The wind begins to whistle all our promises away. Oh, I'm choking on the memories in this hollowed out maze, lost inside the shadows and the dust of better days. They say that time's a healer, that it washes everything clean, but it only adds another layer to the things that might have been. And I'm buried in the quiet, in the soft and silver light of a world that's turning ashen in the middle of the night. Just a grave there on a lost trail. Don't breathe, don't leave the dust and the rust of better days. Of better days. It was laid out for a party of two on a tablecloth white as a ghost of the new. But the candles have melted to puddles of wax, and the strength in my spirit is starting to crack. I'm sitting at the head of the table too long, listening for echoes of our favorite song. But the only thing stirring is a draft from the hall and the shadow of a portrait that hangs on the wall. Oh, it's solitude in the dining room tonight, beneath the cold glare of a chandelier light. The crystal is silent, the wine has gone sour as I count every second of this hollow hour. I'm passing the song to a chair that's bare and talking to whispers that aren't really there. It's a feast made of heartaches and things I've let be, just the solitude, the silence, and me. There's a chip in the sauce where you used to tap when you laughed at a joke or a slip or a mishap. Now the pattern of roses is faded and gray, like the way that you looked as you drifted away. I polished the wood till it shines like a tear, reflecting a man who is drowning in fear. The napkins are folded like prayers in a row, waiting for someone who left long ago. It's solitude in the dining room tonight, beneath the cold glare of a chandelier light. The crystal is silent, the wine has gone sour as I count every second of this hollow hour. I'm passing the salt to a chair that is bare and talking to whispers that where the vein is rusted on the gable rooftop high, staring like a frozen finger at a bruised and heavy sky. I've been sitting on a suitcase since the middle of July, watching every summer bird and every cloud go drifting by. The screen doors caught a rhythm, just a rhythmic wooden beat, tapping out the seconds since you walked down to the street. I left the porch light burning till the boat began to fail. Now I'm just a lonely captain of a ship without a sail, and I'm waiting for the wind to change, waiting for a sign that the world is spinning forward, and your heart is still with mine, but the air is thick and heavy like a secret in the chest, and the sun is sinking lower in a graveyard in the west. Oh, they say that love is moving, but I'm anchored to the floor, staring at the dust that's gathered underneath the kitchen door. Just a shadow in the doorway, feeling cold and feeling strange, waiting for the wind to change. The garden's overgrown with all the things we didn't say. The roses turned to briars and the lilies turned to gray. I found your yellow sweater in the bottom of the bin. It still smells like the cedar in the places we have been. I try to catch a whisper or a movement in the trees, but there isn't any mercy in a stagnant hollow breeze. The curtains hang like leaden drapes against the window pane, and I'm thirsty for the thunder and the cleansing of the rain. And I'm waiting for the wind to change, waiting for a sign that the world is spinning forward, and your heart is still with mine, but the air is thick and heavy like a secret in the chest, and the sun is sinking lower in a graveyard in the west. Oh, they say that love is moving, but I'm anchored to the floor, staring at the dust that's gathered underneath the kitchen door. Just a shadow in the doorway, feeling cold and feeling strange, waiting for the wind to change. Even the smoke from the chimney just stands up straight and tall, like it's scared to drift away and see the ruin of it all. But I can't move a muscle and I can't find my own name until the sky starts breathing, and it isn't quite the same. Still as a stone, left all alone. Blow me away, or let me stay in the stillness, the chillness, waiting for the daylight is retreating past the ridge of purple pines, and I'm standing in the garden tracing out the silver lines of a world that's growing colder since you slipped out of my reach, leaving lessons in the silence that no living soul could teach. I used used to think that love was like a lantern in the hand, something firm and something steady that a man could understand. But now the shadows lengthening, the sky is turning gray, and I'm reaching for a glimmer that is millions of miles away. Oh, it's a lonesome kind of madness, a heavy kind of bar, to spend a lifetime trying just to hold the evening star. It's a beauty made of distance, it's a light that's born of fire, it's the ache of every almost, and the ghost of my desire. My palms are burning empty, and my arms are open wide to a heaven that is hollow and a heart with nowhere to hide, trying to hold the evening star. You are always like the twilight, shifting colors in the air. I could see the glow around you, but I couldn't keep you there. The more I try to claim you, the more you turn to mist, like a promise made of starlight that was never meant to be kissed. Now the crickets are the only ones who speak your name aloud, while I'm chasing down a flicker through a tattered velvet cloud. I've got a pocket full of darkness and a memory of the heat, and the sound of your forever walking down a different street. Oh, it's a lonesome kind of madness, a heavy kind of bar, to spend a lifetime trying just to hold the evening star. It's a beauty made of distance, it's a light that's born of fire, it's the ache of every almost, and the ghost of my desire. My palms are burning empty, and my arms are open wide to a heaven that is hollow and a heart with nowhere to hide, trying to hold the evening star. They say the stars we see tonight are ghosts from long ago, just a leftover reflection of a fire that used to glow. And maybe that's all we were, just a flash across the black, a light that's moving forward while I'm screaming, please come back. Wait for the night, lose the light, it's too far, it's just a star, beautiful and cold to hold. Guess a heart forfeited, the gavel fell soft on a carpet of blue when I traded the world for a moment of you. I signed on the line with a hand that was shaking, not counting the cost of the vows I was breaking. I put up the sun and the stars as a stake, and watched every one of them fall in the lake. Now the ledger is closed and the debt has been called, and I'm standing here hollow, alone in a cold. Oh, it's a hard forfeiting, a bargain gone wrong. The ghost of a singer who lost his own song. I gambled the always for a maybe in might, and I'm paying the interest in tears every night. The deed has been stolen, the keys have been sold to a kingdom of ashes and shivering cold. Yeah, it's a hard forfeiting, and I'm just a man with a handful of nothing and no other plan. No other plan. The windows are boarded, the garden is dead, and the ghost of your I love you sleeps in my bed. I offer the truth, but you wanted to go, and now I'm a story that's already told. I'm walking the halls of this bankrupt desire, where the warmth of the heart has been turned into fire. I'd buy it all back if I had one more soul, but I'm deeper in debt than the deepest black hole. Oh, it's a hard forfeiting, a bargain gone wrong. The ghost of a singer who lost his own song. I gambled the always for a maybe and might, and I'm paying the interest in tears every night. The deed has been stolen, the keys have been sold to a kingdom of ashes and shivering cold. Yeah, it's a hard forfeited, and I'm just a man with a handful of nothing and no other plan. And no other plan. They say that the house always wins in the end, but I didn't think I was playing a friend. And now the dealer is gone and the lights have gone dim, and I'm left with the wreckage and the weight of the wind. Going once, going twice, everything has its price. Sold to the silence, sold to the dark, just a hard forfeited. Kitchen is quiet, the morning is gray, the steam from the kettle is drifting away. I'm sitting alone where we once used to talk, before you decided to pack up and walk. I reached for the porch me a comfort I've never quite known. But my thumb caught the edge of a jagged old line, a fracture that mirrors this spirit of mine. And its memories in a cracked teacup tonight, leaking out slow in the cold morning light. A sip of the always, a taste of the gone, staring at shadows across the front lawn. It's chipped at the rim where your lips used to be, spilling the ghosts of the you and the me. Oh, the porcelain's broken and I'm just a shell, holding the water from a dried up well. Delicate thing how a heart can just split, and you don't even notice the damage of it until you are pouring the warmth of a day and watching it trickle and vanish away. I could throw it away, let it shatter for good, but I'd keep every piece if I thought that I could. Put the pattern together, the roses and gold, before the whole story grew bitter and cold. And its memories in a cracked teacup tonight, leaking out slow in the cold morning light. A sip of the always, a taste of the gone, staring at shadows across the front lawn. It's chipped at the rim where your lips used to be, spilling the ghosts of the you and the me. Oh, the porcelain's broken and I'm just a shell, holding the water from a dried up well. Drink it all up until it's empty. Oh, the stillness of old letters tonight. I pull the shoebox from under the bed, where the dust and the silence have finally spread. The ribbon is frayed and the paper is thin, like a translucent cage for the life we were in. I'm tracing the loops and the ink of your name before the world caught on a flicker of flame. There's a ghost in the handwriting, steady and bold, telling me stories that already felt old. And oh, the stillness of old letters tonight, frozen in amber and pale candlelight. The always and forever trapped on the page, like beautiful birds in a rusted out cage. They don't know you're gone or that I'm left alone, with a heart that is turning to parchment and stone. In the quiet, the ache and the cold bitter light of the stillness of old letters tonight. Says a Tuesday in May, when the sun didn't feel like it would ever go gray. You wrote about coffee and dreams we would build before all the rooms in our future were filled with the sound of a suitcase and the slam of a door, and the things we don't whisper to God anymore. Now the ink is just shadows, a map of the pain of a love that got caught in a permanent rain. And all the stillness of old letters tonight, frozen in amber and pale candlelight. The always and forever are tracked on the page like beautiful birds in a rusted out cage. They don't know you're gone or that I'm left alone with a heart that is turning to parchment and stone. In the quiet, the ache, in the cold bitter light, or the stillness of old letters tonight. Yeah, if I fold them back up, will the memory stay, or will the words turn to ashes and blow all away? I'm afraid if I touch them, the magic will break and leave me with nothing but one last mistake. Just a pen and a prayer floating there in the air. Don't move, don't speak, the paper is weak in the stillness of old letters. Driving west on a highway of gold, with a suitcase of stories that never got told. The radio's humming a low, lonesome tune, and the dashboard is reflecting a ghost of a moon. I look in the mirror, but you're not in the back. Just miles of pavement and shadows of black. I'm chasing the light as it slips from the sky to the place where the promises go when they die. And I'm headed for the border where the suns go to set, to the land of the lost and the not over yet. Beyond the horizon where the colors all bleed, away from the hunger and the ghost of I need. If I drive fast enough, maybe I find the gate to the kingdom of sorry. And just a bit late, I'll meet you in the embers and the glow, in the state of that lonely country where the sun says wait, where the sun says wait. The telephone poles are like crosses in a line, marking the graves of a love that was mine. I remember the porch and the swing and the tea and the way that you used to look over at me. But the orange is bruising the purple and gray as the night pulls the needle and stitches the day. Every always we whispered is catching a ride on the tail of the comet with nowhere to hide. And I'm headed for the border where the suns go to set, to the land of the lost and the not over yet. Beyond the horizon where the colors all bleed, away from the hunger and the ghost of I need. If I drive fast enough, maybe I find the gate to the kingdom of sorry. And just a bit late, I'll meet you in the embers and the glow, in the state of that lonely country where the sun says place where the sun says away.